There was a guy in the tent site. There was a tent there, not a PCTer. And he started screaming at me. It is 6 a.m. I am on trail. And today I'm trying to go the farthest that I've ever gone on the PCT in a single day. The issue is that I have a bunch of packages that I need in Truckee. And the 4th of July is coming. And the post office will be closed for 2 days. Today the plan is I'd like to hit around like 28 miles if I can. Anything to set me up so that tomorrow I want to have maybe a 17-mile hike out, something I can bang out in the morning, get to the trailhead by 1 p.m. and then hitch into Truckee and get to the post office before 5. Also, I'll say my night last night was kind of crazy. The first tent site that I had found right when the sun was going down, that tent site was all mud. There was nowhere to camp. It was almost like it was flooded. Then there was a next tent site, which was also mud and also flooded. So by the time I got to the third tent site, the sun had already set. And there was a guy in the tent site. There was a tent there, not a PCTer. And he started screaming at me, F, asshole. And I mean, look guys, it's 9:30. It's not like it's 2 in. And when I woke up this morning, at 9 a.m., this guy told me he hoped I effing died. F me, F you. I don't know. Sounds like a him problem more than a me problem, to be honest. There's a guy who is not happy to be there, taking all his misery out in me. It's like doing a road rage impersonation. He did not have a bear cam, by the way. Shouldn't even be here, you know? I was up at 5:30. with the sun. And this is the desolation wilderness, man. Today, we got about 8 more miles of desolation. I'm not sure exactly where we join up with the Tahoe Rim Trail, but today, and I already got a glimpse last night, but we are gonna see Lake Tahoe perched from way up here, and I can't wait for that. Anyone who's skied around here knows that view, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's really special. I'm still thinking about that guy screaming at me. I didn't say shit to him. I just said, hey man, you know, I got in at 9:30 last night. The last 2 tent sites are muddy. I dealt with that in my marriage. I was treated like that. Just screamed at, yelled at, called names. I'm used to it, man. Here's what you do, right? With a bear, you can chase the bear. Someone like that, disengage. Disengage. Why would you want to start up with someone like that? I'm 6'2", you know? I'm not afraid of some guy yelling at me, but I don't want to fight. I'm not here to fight. I got 28 miles today, man. You don't want to chase a guy like that. I should have taken a video. You would have believed this guy's language. It's 9 a.m. I'm about 9 miles in, and this here is Richardson Lake. It's just a pristine alpine lake. I mean, look at the surface of this water right now on this amazing summer day. We're at about 7,500 feet on the Tahoe Rim Trail. It's been just a beautiful summer morning. I'm making good time. This is like a magical glen down here where I'm standing. It's kind of like, if you could see, like, the trees behind me are all covered in green moss. This is like where the elves live. Like, I'm getting some water. Yeah, this has just been a spectacular morning here on the Tahoe Rim Trail. Look, I'm sitting here with Legend and with B, and yeah, I got sucked into a trail magic. And guys, I could just thank you for the pancakes and then the coffee. Like, I'm buzzing right now, so.
And what's the good news is today is what day?
Today is, I think, the 2nd of July.
Again, the 4th of July.
Yep.
So if you talk to that thing like your friend, like I'm holding it, like, say your kids were here, what would you be telling them right now?
I'd say, hey boys, I love you. It's about 12:30. I'm like 15 miles in. I guess I just stopped for lunch. It was an unplanned lunch up here at Baker Pass on the Tahoe Rim Trail. And it was Legend and B. Again, I ran into them at Tuolumne. I feel refreshed, and I'm hiking up right now the Rim Trail. I'd like to get another like 10 plus miles in today. I feel good. So it's 1 o'clock. I'm 16 miles in, and I'm sitting in front of an absolutely spectacular vista overlooking Lake Tahoe. I am on the Tahoe Rim Trail. It is an unbelievably gorgeous day, and you can see all the way to the other side of the lake right now. I cannot get enough of this lake vista. You know, I expected Tahoe to have like a sparkling, you know, twinkling look to it, but it has this like misty, it almost looks like it's covered in snow or smoke or haze or snow or something. This is World of Warcraft, like that's a magical area. Like we need to go check that place out. Very clearly something special going on down there. But yeah, the Tahoe Rim Trail does not disappoint. Yeah, so in the spirit of receiving verbal abuse from the people at my campground this morning, I thought that I'd share a story about the first time that the police were called on me by my abuser. Maybe a week before Christmas, my mom was there. I have 3 little boys. They called her Nani. I had spent most of the day with my oldest son, Timothy, and he's named after me. I had given him a gift called Nintendo Labo, and it was this really cool, like, it was this video game.
Oh, there he goes!
Where it combined,
there goes that crazy thing!
These super elaborate cardboard creations. And what we created that day was like a steering wheel, a stick shift, and like car pedals. We spent all day doing this. We decorated them, we put stickers on them, we colored them with markers. I mean, I was sitting down with my son all day long. And then what you do is now you have the steering wheel, and you use the steering wheel, you plug it into the Nintendo, and then that becomes the controller, and you can drive around in the game using these creations. And we had a blast. Fast forward to later in the day, it was me, my mom, Nani, and the twins, my youngest kids, Robert and William, the twins, and we were watching the movie Frozen, the Disney movie, right? Let it snow, let it go, whatever. They love singing all those Disney songs. And Timothy came in and asked, "Hey, Dad, can I play Nintendo on the living room TV?" And I said, "No, dude, we're watching Frozen. Why don't you go in and play the Nintendo in your room?" Just like a very commonplace, normal back and forth between a dad and his beloved oldest son. My accuser came into the room, right? She was back in her bedroom on Instagram the entire day, not engaging with the kids, and came in and heard me tell him no, and went absolutely ballistic. Called me abusive, said that I hated my children. This was in front of my mother. Grabbed my mother, slammed her against the wall, got right up into her face, was spitting in her face, and screamed at my mom, "Get the fuck out of here, and I hope you never fucking come back." This is Nani, you know, the grandma, right? In the middle of watching the movie Frozen. My abuser then called the police on me and used that as a way to, I don't know, control me or something like that. My mother wrote a signed, sworn affidavit to the court, testifying about what happened that day. The court and Justice Ariel Chesler ignored this. And by the way, I got this entire episode on video, okay? I got receipts. You will see on the video my abuser sitting with Timothy on her lap. And Timothy's crying, right? Everyone's crying. It's a horrifying experience what is happening and what my abuser is doing to our family. And she's rocking Timothy on her knee, telling him, "Your father hates you. I'm going to take you away from all of this. I'm going to take you away from him, and I'm going to take you to Idaho, away from your father," etc., etc. The thing is, for me, is that this is not the end of the abuse of this one episode, right? She would then go and tell her entire family that I was abusive, that I hated my children, that I was an evil, violent father, etc., etc. And they ganged up on me. It was like high school, and they called me names, they bullied me. And this was the first time that my abuser called the police on me. And I think that she got a taste for it, right? That was the first time. And my life, or my abuse, right? I thought that was very bad at the time, but this was nothing compared to what she did to me later. You know, when you're living with someone who's coping with mental illness, eating disorders, someone that hates themselves, massive narcissistic tendencies, this was like my day-to-day, right? And I was ashamed by this, right? Like I didn't tell people, you know, my wife is like calling the police on me. You know, I was like horrified. My mom left at 3 a.m. that night in tears, terrified of my abuser. It's 2 o'clock and I'm 20 miles in. We have officially left the Tahoe Rim Trail and I'm heading up towards Donner Pass. I'm making great time. It's windy, but the wind is so warm and it's a gorgeous summer day. And I'm right outside of one of the very few places I've ever been before on the PCT. And I guess maybe I'll say it with an asterisk, but if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but Alpine Meadows Ski Resort is behind me. It merged with Squaw Valley. At one point I was bi-coastal, like splitting time between New York and SF, and I had an office in SF on Mission and 3rd Street. And what I do is on the weekends, I'd come out and I'd ski at Squaw. It's 7:20 p.m. I am currently standing on the only location on the entire PCT where I've actually been before. But the prior time I was here, I took the chairlift. Today, 31 miles I hiked. It's my longest day yet. I feel great. It's formerly known, the ski area is formerly known as Squaw Valley. Today, I guess it's called Palisades Tahoe, or there's been a rebrand. But I am sitting just on a spectacular tent site overlooking this ridge of mountains. I feel really good. The thing that's cool is that tomorrow now, I need to look at the map, but I think I have like a 13-mile hike to Donner Pass. To Highway 40. And when I get to Highway 40, I'm gonna get a free 40-ounce beer at Donner Pass. Look, I feel so good. It was so cool. This hike was amazing, up the Tahoe Rim Trail, many, many climbs. I mean, we hiked right up, 2 ski resorts today. Feeling good, feeling proud, feeling strong. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna sleep well tonight. I might cook 2 dinners.
He asked to play it on the TV and you guys won't let him. Because you wanted to watch Frozen. It's pathetic. A 45-year-old wants to watch Frozen so they don't let their son finish playing the game. It's horrible. I hope Timothy never treats his wife this way. Timothy crying, so I can't find out why he was crying. And the reason why he's crying is because his grandmother and his father wouldn't let him play the games he wanted to play. He was horribly abusive to do something like that. See? And you get a kick out of it. It's horrible. He gets a kick out of like making his kids like feel pain and feel sad.
Right, that's totally what I do. It's just so cool and just...
Candy Crush Saga.
That's fine. He was
So you wanted him playing Candy Crush Saga, but you didn't want him playing the video game on TV.
he was playing the video game. I don't want to talk. This is absurd. I don't want to talk about it.
It's not absurd.
It
What's
is
absurd is that you
absurd.
guys started this whole thing.
I know, Kristen.
And let's leave tomorrow. If you don't find it, I'll just buy a new one for you, or we'll move to Idaho and we'll play Switch as long as you want to.
So you realize, right? So I told him he couldn't play a video game, and this is what happens. I have zero control over my children, right? They're completely shut out, and anything that I say as a parent, this is what happens.
Not at all.
Yes, this is what happens.
You know what he
This
tried
is
to do?
me.
Kristen, I have never seen a dad
So
more
then why is he
connected
hit
to his children.
And you want to control every situation. You want to control me. You want a wife that's just going to go along with all your stuff.
Right.
And you want kids who are going to do the same thing. And you know what? It's too bad because we have our own opinions. And we have our own ways of doing things. and we have just as much right as you do. And I think Timothy should have just as much right as you guys do. And I don't care if he's 5 years old.